welcome to Instapot with Poonam. Today we have a few friends over just hanging out, and so we were going to make a quick queso for everybody to eat and enjoy. That's one of my favorite foods, if anybody knows me. So I wanted to show you guys all the recipe, or all the ingredients for the recipe, but remember down at the bottom of the video you'll find all the measurements. So we have 1 onion chopped up, we have Monterey Jack cheese, we have mild cheddar white cheese, and chopped tomatoes and chopped jalapenos. Now, if you like spicier food, you can use fresh jalapenos. I just pulled these out of my fridge because I had them. So you can use those as well, and we'll use that at the end. And then some heavy cream and a little bit of black pepper. One thing to remember is you're not gonna use oil in this one. You're gonna be using coconut oil. So that's one difference between all the other videos that we've been doing. Now, we're doing a white queso today. You can use cheddar, mild yellow cheddar, so you can make it however you would like and which variation you favor. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I've already turned on the Instapot to saute mode, just so it's hot by the time we start. So it's on and heating up. So we're gonna go ahead and add the coconut oil in there. You're gonna let that melt. You can see that the Instapot is hot because it's already pretty much melted. You'll then add the onions. Oops. You'll then add the onions into this. So mix that up real good. And then you can go ahead and add your black pepper. I go ahead and add that in there. You don't need very much. This again is up to you and your personal preference if you like black pepper or not. So we're gonna let that saute for about a minute or two. Cover it up. Remember, you can use an improvised glass lid that's already in your cabinets. So we're gonna let that cook real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so the onions have been cooking for about a minute or two. You don't need to have it specifically like in a perfect way, but it's good to get them cooked. Now what you're gonna do is turn off the Instapot, and we're gonna be using the slow cook function today, so we're just gonna turn it off. And then you can start adding in your cheese and your cream, and then we're gonna let it be in the slow cook mode for about an hour. And it may even be less than that. It just depends on how fast it melts. So it's up to you to just keep checking it and stirring it. But we put it on the slow cook function, and we're gonna go to 1 hour. So we'll come back when it's done, but here we go. So you're gonna hit slow cook and scroll down to 1. So that means 1 hour. It'll beep at us when it's done. Again, you can use your glass lid. You do not need to use the black lid that comes with your Instapot. If you don't have anything at all, you can use the lid that comes with your Instapot. Just make sure you open the valve so the steam comes out of your Instapot lid. So that would be one tip that I want to remind you guys of. And then we'll be back in 1 hour to finish up the queso and start eating. Okay, everybody, so it looks like we set the slow cooker on for 1 hour, but I checked it and it looks like it's ready. So just for your purposes when you're cooking, so when you've cooked the queso about 40 minutes, you can tell there's 20 minutes left in that hour that we set. It's already ready. So if, let's say, you're not ready to serve yet, you can leave it here and nothing will happen to the queso. If you're ready to eat, then 40 minutes is a good target. But when you open up the Instapot, you can see that it's like this really creamy queso, and I cannot wait to eat this. And we made it with fresh ingredients. A lot of times people make queso with velveeta, but this is all natural ingredients with the cream. And so what we're gonna do next, the last step of making this queso, is adding the tomatoes and jalapenos. Like, remember, you can make it, sorry, this cheese is so melted. It's so good. So what we're gonna do is add the tomatoes and the jalapenos. Again, you can use fresh or what's in your fridge that comes in the bottle. If you like spicy, then use fresh for sure. And then you just stir this up real good and let it stay in there for about a minute, and then you're ready to serve. Okay, everybody, so we put the tomatoes and jalapenos into the queso and just let that kind of season in there. Now, one tip I wanted to give you while your party is over or your people are hanging out at your house, you don't have to turn the Instant Pot off. You can leave it on the slow cook function so that it stays warm and nothing will happen to the queso. So you won't have that worry about it solidifying. And so that was one tip I wanted to make sure that you guys got. So I've already stirred it and I've plated some of it, but I wanted to show you guys like how yummy this looks and how gooey it is when you serve it. It's just so good. Look at that. Oh, I cannot wait to eat this. One of my favorite foods is queso. Anywhere I go, I'll order queso. So I'm just gonna keep that covered and you can see that we're ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it because it looks so good and I can't resist. Look at that gooiness. All right. So good. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video for queso. It's a quick and easy way to get a really good snack in for all your friends and family. If you're doing a game night, it's a good thing to have on game night. The recipe's at the bottom, so you can see that and get the measurements from down there. I really hope you enjoyed that one. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.